Hiya! Welcome back to my channel again for another video. Today I thought I'd share with you how I edit my Instagram photos, as you can probably tell from the title. As I asked on Twitter if this is something that you'd be interested in seeing, and most people said that yes, they would like to see this on my channel, so I thought I might as well film it and show you. And also I like watching these videos just to see what different people do, and yeah, their ways of editing their Instagram photos, so I hope you enjoy this video and let's get straight into it. So to start off, I thought I might as well actually tell you how I take my Instagram photos in terms of what I use. I generally use my phone to take them. I have the iPhone 8 Plus. Definitely happy I went for the plus size because portrait mode is something else, honestly. It takes such incredible photos. It looks like you've taken them on like an incredibly expensive camera, and it's so easy to use. It does it all for you, makes the background all nice and blurry without you having to do anything, which I think is so great. So definitely, if you're thinking of getting a new iPhone and deciding where to go for the plus size or not, highly recommend. I do also take some of the photos using the camera I'm actually currently filming on, which is the Canon 700D, and I just use the kit lens that it comes with, and that's basically all I take my photos on. So generally the photos on my Instagram, which by the way, if you're not following, definitely do, because I mean, you're watching an Instagram related video right now. Definitely head over to my Insta, give it a follow. It's always linked down below in the description, you know. Might as well give myself a little bit of self-promo while I'm doing this video. But yeah, I basically take any sort of real close-up shots using this camera that I'm currently filming on, and then any photos while I'm out and about I will use my phone for, as this is a lot easier to carry around than carrying around a big camera all the time. So on to how I actually edit my Instagram photos. I will first of all start by saying I did used to use this app called Avery, and I'm just trying to find it. I think I still have it on my phone somewhere, but I'm struggling to see it. Oh no, okay, I don't actually have it on this phone, so I haven't used it at all on this phone. But I did used to use this app here. I've just found it on the App Store, called Avery, which is great for editing photos. I used to use it for blurring the background on photos actually, which now of course I can do straight up when taking the photo with portrait mode, as I mentioned. But there's also so many great effects and things on here. It's such an easy to use photo editing app. It's also free on the App Store for iPhone. It's probably also available on the Google Play Store for any Android devices as well, I imagine. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it would be. And this is an amazing app for editing photos. Like I said, it's so simple and easy to use, so definitely would recommend that. But now, since upgrading to this phone with the better camera, I haven't been using that app. So if I actually open up Instagram, oh, that was a picture of my lunch earlier, but let me find, okay, so here's one of the photos, for example. Let me just go with this one that I took. Well, I didn't take it, my mum took it for me. That would be pretty good if I managed to take that myself. But yeah, my mum took this for me the other day using the portrait mode on here. And when I have a photo that I like, when I want to post it, all I'll actually do is just adjust the actual different levels. Depending on the photo, I'll go for different sort of levels and whether I move them up or down. I'll occasionally put a filter on, or sometimes go for a black and white photo using either the moon or the, what's the other one called? Is it Inkwell? Yes, Inkwell or even Willow filters if I want black and white, or occasionally I'll add another filter on as well. But mainly all I'll do is click on the little edit button, and then I don't do anything with the adjust option. I go for brightness. Normally I'll turn up the brightness a bit, and then contrast, depending on the photo, I normally like to turn it up a little bit to really intensify the outlines of things, so I will generally go for moving that one up. Structure, I don't always use. I'll sometimes turn it up a little bit or decide against it. I'll always test it out though and see what I think. Warmth, I quite like to bring out the cooler tones, so I usually just turn that down just slightly, not too much. Saturation, again, I like to bring out the cooler tones, so I'll put that down a bit. Sometimes if it is a really sunny picture like this though, I will turn it up to bring out those more orangey tones, just because when it's really sunny and you've got the bright flowers and things around you, to bring out those warmer tones creates a more summery kind of picture. But if it was a more sort of indoor picture or close-up picture, then I'd generally turn it down. If not, it can make your skin look a little bit orange. But in a photo like this taken outside in the natural light when it's a really nice sunny day, then I will sometimes turn up the saturation a little bit. So that's one of those effects that really depends on the photo itself. And then there's fade. I generally don't do anything with colour or fade. Highlights, this one always depends on the photo as well, whether I bring it up or down. So I just kind of test it both ways and go to the extremes to see what it does to the photo and decide whether I want it taking down or taking up. So I think for this photo I'll take it up just ever so slightly, not too much. Again, with shadows, it really depends on the photo. So I'll take it to the extremes again and see what I think. And for this one, as there are a few different sort of contrasting areas in terms of you've got things in the background, me standing there, my shadow and the field around me, I'll turn this down slightly to really just intensify the different areas that you can see. And then that is normally all the different levels that I'll adjust. I sometimes sharpen it slightly, but never too much. And yeah, then that is basically all I do. So I just mess around with those levels, and some of them I'll always do the same thing, whether that's going up or down, and then other ones, like I said, will just depend on the photo and what I decide to do. But as you can see, it's gone from that to brightened up, bringing out the colours more. And I find that also just by adjusting the levels and not going for a full-on intense filter, it makes it look a lot more natural and a lot more like you haven't really done too much to it, because some of the filters make things look a bit fake and it's obviously over-edited. But just slightly adjusting the levels either way can really enhance the photo, but it just looks like it's a really good quality photo as opposed to being over-edited in any kind of way. And that is basically all I'll do to edit my Insta photos, and then go on to the write a caption page, which I'm rubbish at Insta captions. Anyone else, I always end up just putting an emoji or something. I never can come up with good Instagram captions, so I'm like, I'm not even gonna bother trying because it would just end up being something either really cheesy or something that's just not great. So I always just play it safe and go for some kind of emoji. And yeah, then add location and then share to any social medias. And that is basically it. That is all I do for Instagram photos, so I really don't edit them that much at all. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please be sure to smash that big thumbs up. Also, do let me know down below in the comments any app suggestions for photo editors on the iPhone that you do recommend and that you use for Instagram, or what you do to edit your photos as well, if there's any specific apps, whether you just play with levels or whether you like to use filters as well. Let me know what you do in the comments down below. Be sure to click that little red subscribe button down below if you're new to my channel, as well as tapping that notifications bell so that you're notified whenever I upload. And I'll be sure to see you very soon with a brand new video. Bye!